Thank you, Dr. Chopra. We are deeply grateful for your wisdom and guidance, which will undoubtedly inspire us to pursue a more awakened and holistic approach to well being. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and vision with us to support us to thrive. And now it is my pleasure to introduce another leader who cares about helping people to thrive. UC Berkeley's Chief People and Culture Officer and Associate Vice Chancellor for Human Resources, Eugene Whitlock. Eugene leads a 75-person human resources department, including talent acquisition, people and organization development, employee and labor relations, total rewards, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, and human resources information systems. Eugene also serves on the governing board of the American Research University's Human Resources Institute and the Human Resources Leadership Council for the University of California. During his time at UC Berkeley, Eugene has emphasized the creation of a workplace where everyone can be themselves and feel like they belong. Thanks, Eugene. The floor is all yours.
Thank you very much, Lisa, and good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege to be here to be able to wrap up the conference. But before I get into my remarks, I want to thank again Dr. Chopra for joining us and sharing with us his wisdom. He is quite simply a legend, and it's a thrill for us to be able to have him join us and share his expertise with all of you. His exploration of well-being is much more, as he said, than just your physical health, and it's more than just wellness. We have the emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions that we have to keep track of. And so hopefully all of us were able to get some incredible nuggets from that. For me personally, I liked hearing the sort of the medical scientific part of this, that it's more than just, sitting around trying to feel good, that there is science behind all of these things that are connected to our well-being. And so hopefully, again, you all got as much from that as I did. So thank you again to Dr. Chopra for joining us. As we go, from the conference and we go back about our regular lives, let's take a few minutes to think about all of the things that we were able to learn today from our colleagues, from our distinguished speakers, and from ourselves, right? You have to give yourself a pat on the back as well for taking the time to do this and making yourself better, not just a better worker, but hopefully making yourself better overall. And so I hope you continue to nurture your well-being in all its facets and cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. I think I have a pretty good idea of my purpose, and hopefully you all have a pretty good ideas of yours, or you're developing a good sense of purpose. I want to thank everybody who made the Now Conference possible. You've seen a few of them on camera today. There are many more people who worked behind the scenes for the past 10 months putting this together. The Now Conference, the Now Planning Committee, they're an incredible group of volunteers who do this because they care passionately about the experience of being an employee, particularly an employee in the UC system. Thanks to all of the speakers, presenters, moderators, coaches, recruiters, and sponsors for your generous time and financial support in making this event happen for us this year. I want to give a special thank you to the UC Merced Staff Assembly for the third year in a row. And the Now Conference has been in existence for only 12 years, but for the third year in a row, the UC Merced Staff Assembly has been a scholarship sponsor. What does that mean? This has financially supported 100 staff to come from UC Merced, come virtually to join the Now Conference. They've also been a great partner bringing people in person to come as well. We had numerous UC locations. I think almost all locations were represented today at the conference, which is a great step forward for us. It really is no secret that our plan is to make this the de facto conference for staff development and staff support. So when you go back to your campuses, tell everybody that you had a great time and that you learned a lot, and that if they didn't come this year, they need to come next year. When you go back to your campuses, thank your managers for supporting you, enabling you to attend. I am thankful that your managers and that our managers at Berkeley really support our staff, over 1,000 Berkeley staff who participate in this conference. We had almost 1,500 people total participate in this conference, and that makes this the largest conference of any kind in the UC system. So let me say that again. This conference, the Now Conference, is the largest conference of any kind in the UC system. It's incredible the impact that we're able to have. But again, I have to thank our speakers and the Now Planning Committee for putting us in a position to have this tremendous impact. As I started to say, thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself. That is critically important. And don't let this be the only day of the year that you invest in yourself. Continue to pursue professional development opportunities. Have conversations with your managers about growing your career, growing your knowledge, growing your skills. It's incredibly important to you as a person as you find your purpose. That's even more important than it is to us as your employer, making sure that you're highly skilled and that you can do the work that we need you to do. UC Berkeley, University of California, UC San Diego, UCLA, Santa Cruz, Santa Barbara, UCSF, UC Merced, A&R. Am I leaving anybody out? Hopefully I hit 10, but all UC Davis. Tammy would have been really upset with me. UC Davis. These are all world-class, incredible institutions, and we get to be these kinds of institutions because of the staff who work here. I'm not disregarding our researchers, our faculty, they make it great, but we should take just as much credit as they do for the success of this university. And so hopefully you all of you feel that and absolutely believe it. I look forward to seeing you all at next year's event. Next year's event is going to be in person again. Make plans now. Tell your boss now that you won't be here because you're going to be in Northern California going to the event in person. All right. Again, thank you so much for joining us. I know there are a few more announcements, so I'm going to pass it back to our conference co-chairs, Ying and Lisa.
Eugene, on behalf of everyone here from UC Berkeley, thank you for sponsoring this event and the attendance of 1,200 UC Berkeley staff. We truly appreciate a leader that really cares about professional development for staff, and we see that from you. Thank you so much, Eugene. To everyone that joined us today on behalf of the entire NOW 2024 Planning Committee, thank you for learning and engaging with us. We hope you had a wonderful day of discovery and enlightenment, and that you are leaving here with lots of ideas and inspirations to discover your potential and map your success.